Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Volunteers will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Quarterback gets enough. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. To the air, it's Van Buren. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Still running at the 35. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the route. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in the rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success. And you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in. Didn't give up a big...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets bruised, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Give the
And on fourth down, they'll try to put inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. It's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't.
He lost one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to throw, it's Rayner. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the Volunteers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So
intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he He's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the ball's moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a
couple. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on. Looking to throw, it's Rainer. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Oh, better look out! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy. Reese on the other side, and then Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Rush is on him. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Lost to throw again. Dances away. Slithers into space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. The play action fake. Steps away. Got it behind the line. It's Durham.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to add another. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking to throw, it's Rainer. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Matthews. There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Rainer. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball players.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll run it from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yes, so much fun.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You know, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. It's Durham. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oak. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense. They'll run it to the right. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Let's go. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second and 10 after the previous play. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, looking to throw away downfield. And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
To the air, it's Rayner. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? LSU quick to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Wide open downfield. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. Now from inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A first down run in the red zone. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Bring in the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 45 on its way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide again. Don't take a big shot.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They take the lead with the 6.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Vols will hustle to the line. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Looking for a man, it's Rayner. And the defense gets home and makes a play. The 7-yard line.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up.
He's got it on the outside. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make...
Going for it all. Touchdown ball!
football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there.
You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and you're going.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. And you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments. And they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 30.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Green. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This has been a rough night for this offensive. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him doubled.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Vols decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll ride the hot hand. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And it's right down the boulevard. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this early in the 4th quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. And the defense got him at the 22nd.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just haven't been able to sustain anything, keep running out the punt team, but still within striking distance. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. LSU will get a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Gonna run it. It's Cook. Creates a little space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Across the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force.
Scanning the field, it's Rayner.
We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Alice?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. He's going to take off. That's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Anderson. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The give as they work on that clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Breaks into the open. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Got him, and nobody's close. Turning it on. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. They're throwing for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Paulie.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to